Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm here all day. Man left, man left. We got
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A gain there of 21 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back 25. Watch the check.
On 3rd down, Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Back. Hey, Strickland.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the Niners' 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. DeForest Buckner, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So remember now, they've had some problems with Assad here that have dogged visiting kickers in the first few years of Levi's Stadium. Well, really any kicker for that matter.
Yeah.
Not sure if that had any effect there, Charles, but that was not the greatest of kicks.
And no, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that one. The field looks to be in great shape. He just kind of botched it.
Yeah, I agree. They run with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 54.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go. Ready, right 25. Double dog, that's the way. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Ryan. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Just like that. Just like that. Check. 58.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. the shotgun. Ryan. And it's caught. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the eye. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Garoppolo now. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Big stop. Let's go.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Watch the slants.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
Here we go.
And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready, get ready. Back 25. Take that,
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go. 180. Check 45 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. DeForest Buckner in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Now it's Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Ryan on target there to Sanu. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, go 80.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the out.
54, south. Go.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Niners 23, Falcons 20.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Yeah.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Breida. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Niners, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.